Hey guys, it's number 5. Once again, it's Weiss, the rock to my dog Ashani, and we have another guest with us. Y'all might know him as the Simic Commander, but the man that will only play a commander that has Trest in their name, LJ himself.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Thanks for having me.
How's it going, LJ?
All good.
Ashani, how you doing, brother?
We're here, broski. We're here. LJ. How long we been knowing each other, bro? Been a minute?
My God.
Been a
Man,
hot minute.
What was Play EDH called before it was Play EDH?
Jesus.
That we were in the Nexus.
What was Play EDH before Play EDH? That's a survey question. I don't even know what that was.
Yeah, we had our own little competitive commander section in Play EDH.
In Play EDH,
and you had to get invited to that.
To that circle. Yep.
Yep. And then eventually, I forgot what happened. We moved to the
Lab Maniacs.
Was it?
Was it
yeah,
Lab?
yeah. When the
Lab Maniacs.
yeah, when the Lab
Discord
Maniacs, yeah, when they hosted,
and they converted into Play EDH. Yeah.
Yeah,
that was it. Yeah, you needed an invite from someone who was a mod there to get in.
Yeah, so back in, my God, this was like 2017. So you know.
I was gonna say since it's all very obvious that you're an old head, if you wanted to give your origin story.
Okay. So I'll start with me. I've been playing Magic since, my God, Rise of Eldrazi. So whatever block that was. So
don't know. I'm new,
bro. So. It actually was not too crazy like other people, but that was, oh my God, that was the first Eldrazi block when the Eldrazi were introduced. That's what I got in the game. And my deck was an Eldrazi ramp deck. That's what I played in Standard for like 2 years, bro. It was like Ladder Elves, Jiraga, Tree Speaker, Elvish Archdruid. All I was doing was trying to wrap into Haymaker Eldrazi's, bro. Ulamogs and Koziliks and Emrakuls. And that's how I won the game. I lost to any Bolt, and Bolt was also in Standard. It was great. And then, oh man, I stopped playing Standard because Standard is expensive, and it rotates out every so often. And a broke high school kid who became a broke college kid couldn't afford that. And then my friends introduced me to Commander, and I was like, bro, this is gas. What's the rotation like? They're like, it's Eternal format. I was like, oh my God. And I only need one copy, gas. And I was like, all right, guys, I'll play this, man. You just give me, what's the best elf commander I can play? And they gave me a list. And I saw this card called Edric, Spymaster of Trest. And I was like, this thing draws cards. I need this. And there we go. And I've been playing it ever since.
So you've never swapped off any other deck, only Edric?
I was playing Leopold for a little bit too. That was a short-lived fun.
But which is another Trest commander, right?
Good. Yeah. I'm waiting for Wizards to go back to the plane of Trest, but you know, I don't know. Every email I send them, they leave it on red.
Okay. So do you do well with this Edric Spymaster of Trest deck?
I do all right, man. I do all right.
You all right?
I do all right.
I don't understand how he does it either. This is nonsense.
Look, man.
Dude, whenever I play this,
35% win rate, bro.
When I watch this guy play,
garbage?
No. Here's the thing. I've watched this guy convince somebody to not draw cards. Because Edric, let's just tell everybody. Edric Spymaster of Trest says whenever a creature deals damage to your opponent, that controller may draw cards. Correct? Okay. I've watched this man literally talk his opponent in the most recent tournament that me and him went to. Talk his opponent out of drawing cards because they're just going to draw like 4 cards, and he talked and be like, "You don't need to."
His favorite statement of, "Oh, it's a man. You don't have to draw."
Oh no, it was more than that. He goes, "Hey man, there's a spelling tiles out. You don't need to draw." He goes, "Yeah, you're right. I'm walking by because my round's already over. We had drawn for lunch, right? And
drawn for food, huh?
Oh my God.
That's a shame."
Before the timers even started, we was shaking hands.
Yeah, so I hated that tournament because I watched Weiss have the time of his life, and I'm over here having to convince my opponent not to king make, so I can have a turn, so I can at least try to like do stuff.
Listen, it's not my fault. We both brought decks that people had no idea what was happening, and they took you more serious than me.
Yeah, but like the deck is pretty simple. Like I try to tell people, like, look, man, I'm just a Simic deck, man, and my commander draws cards. I draw cards, make mana. Like if I play some Simic combos, they're the Simic combos everybody plays, man, in Simic. So it's like
yeah. So we got your list up here. Let's just because like I don't really think anybody really knows what this deck is doing, and honestly, it's a really cool deck.
That's a lie. This man just made a top 16 run with the deck, right?
Yeah.
That don't mean they know what he's doing.
Listen,
Yeah, so
I didn't know what the deck was doing back in the day either. I just killed it on sight. That was my philosophy with Edric. I don't want everybody to draw a card, so kill it. That was always my philosophy. But,
yeah. So so the deck has really one main goal. You just can hit it at different axes. So the point is to have the commander out, and you want to break parity on this effect. So the best way to do that is to have a bunch of invasive creatures, right? To draw cards, play extra turn spells, draw cards, wash, repeat until your opponents are dead. So you're gonna see there's this deck makes up a lot of mana because these extra turn spells cost a lot of mana. So I'm playing, I think, every mana dork even more than like I can. I think I'm playing every 1-drop elf dork possible.
Except for Draga Chief Speaker, yeah.
Well, that doesn't make mana. I need to put mana. I need to put mana into.
Well, it turns all your creatures into tap for 2 green.
at level 5.
Yeah, I had to put 10 mana into it, bro.
Put,
Yeah,
Yeah,
so we're not doing that. we're not doing that. Like, I barely wanted to play Gene Pollinator, but this thing is pretty good.
yeah.
oh wow, you're on Gene Pollinated, bro. You're
Yeah,
What's weird is you're not on Titty Priest or Priest. Oh, yeah, you're on Titty Priest now.
come on, man. Come on, bro. It makes mana for every elf in play. I have to. so there's a few game plans in this deck. There's like the mid-range Edric plan. So they're like, obviously, like it's a mid deck. So there's Ristic Study Fish, One Rings. Let me try to sit on a draw engine, interact a little bit. But the main game plan is just draw cards with Edric. So there are 3 main Edric creatures in the deck. One of them everybody knows, Fairy Mastermind. That's actually the best creature in the deck because it helps to make the Edric ability less crap. Because if my opponents are drawing, at least I get something out of it instead of just watching them outvalue me with my own commander. Because that's happened. That's happened.
Who would ever do that?
Who would ever do that? All the Tinder decks. Let me tell you.
This man played Edric through the Najila form, Najila days.
Yeah,
and it was a terrible time.
It was a terrible
As
time.
someone who played against him, it was like,
Oh,
Najila with 8 creatures on board. Oh yeah, LJ, let's play the Edric in it.
so
But
whenever
the
I'm in
cool
a
thing was, they played, what was it? They played the ready lines, and you would steal their Najila and clone it, and like do infinite turns. With their
Oh
commander.
yeah, so
Yeah, it was hilarious.
yeah, during the Gila still kind of playing. Nah, it's definitely falling
Not
out.
good. Yeah.
It falling out.
I've
It falling out very
faced one
quick.
like one today, but it's the first one in like 2 years I faced.
Yeah, it was. Oh my god. Yeah, Bowmaster killed the deck, which like, pretty sure it's still good through Bowmaster, but I'll let. I'm okay with them not being played. I'm right. That's one last thing I gotta worry about.
Really, George Lotus being banned killed the deck.
But a lot of things killed the deck. The meta killed the deck. So yeah, so Fairy Mastermind's the best creature. There's Flitterwing Nuisance right next to it. It's just a 1-drop rogue that has an Edric ability attached to it. So it's my one way of getting through a Draenith.
I love it when people's like, "What does this thing do?" And you just hear from you're like, "It's an Edric attacker." That's basically
Yeah.
it.
And then if you look diagonally from it, Mischievous Mystic.
This is a new one. I've not seen this one yet.
So it makes dudes whenever I draw my second card. So whenever it hits, I draw a card with Edric, I make a dude. So it scales. It scales pretty well. It helps you find more creatures. Those are like the 3 main Edric attackers. I don't really play more because all the other Edric attackers are kind of crap. Like, unfortunately. Go ahead.
I just now realized, even though it's not in here as an Edric attacker, a Boro Breeze Color is a flyer.
Yeah. Alboro flies. We have the Mockingbird, Wanshi. Like, we have it's pretty good.
Yeah,
pretty
you
good
realize me being a Yoshi Thrust player, I've played a Boro and won with it. I've never realized it was a flyer.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Hey, look, I've used that as a politic piece. I'm like, look, man, I don't have enough dudes or Cradle out for a Boro. I'm just swinging with this, and they don't kill it, and it's great, and then they lose later.
Dude, the stuff I hear LJ say, and
they lose
they
later,
just
so.
let this man go with murder,
bro.
murder, bro. Like,
It's also you're also doing the cradle strategy, right?
Correct. Yes. So you see the mangas of the candelabra there. You see the enduring vitality. There's a cloud of fairies. Yeah. And if you look at the sorceries, there's like a hidden strings. So we're doing cradle today. There's an emerald charm, candelabra, expedition map. I've known that cradle was the best land in my deck. I just didn't play all the synergies like people started doing. Then once I saw people doing the cradle thing, like, people are just trying to find this land and win with this land. And I was like, well, man, I guess let me steal some tech pieces. Let me see what I can do with it too. It's like, it's great.
Speaking of hot tech, explain the City of Solitude in your list,
bro. It's a grand abolisher, bro. It's better
than a grand abolisher.
It's better than a grand abolisher, bro. That's it.
I remember you tried to resolve this when we was in the middle of a game.
Yeah.
At instant speed on my turn, and it made a Shawnee damn near shit his pants.
No, the
Look at that face.
Man.
Look at that face. Oh man.
Well, green doesn't have grand abolisher effects, man. There's Dosen, which Dosen's almost recent now that people are like actually like playing.
Yeah. You know what's crazy though? Like I'll see you. You will say X equals 3 in Civic colors, and everybody thinks you're getting like during that how you're
everybody
like
thinks
that.
he's getting Bambi. Oh yeah.
And then he drops his, and then like here's me and Ashani like preaching to the choir like he is getting a Dosen. They're like nobody plays that, and he drops a Dosen and like he plays that, motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you.
That's terrible. So sad. So sad.
It is so sad. How has Shang-Chi been in your list? I mean,
no. So my third win at the Lango Open, I had a Kitten and a one ring on 3 Kitten with a bunch of mana, and it was a TK Rogshy and a Sisei. And I'm like, bro, I have one shot. I have one shot. I have to go for it. So I went Green Sun X equals 5. And they're like, what are you getting? I'm like, guys, I'm a Kitten out with a bunch of mana in a one ring. What the hell y'all think I'm going to get? And they're like, oh, he's getting a Seaborn Muse. And
I don't even see Seaport in this list.
You're right. You're right. And there was not a Seaborn in the list before, and then too. So and then the wrong side player goes, "Oh hey, I have a kill spell for a Seaborn Muse. We're good. You don't have to counter."
No.
And I was like, "Yes sir, yes sir,
Yes
sir."
You did them dirty like that.
And I put this Dolphin on the battlefield and won the game.
Oh,
and
man.
won the game. Yes,
See,
sir.
that's why I can't play. See, that's why if I sit down in a pod with LJ, I'm immediately gonna try and strong arm ID because I'm not.
No,
sitting
so
in-
like, honestly, I'm just surprised more people don't do that. Like, there's Kutso in the format. Like, any green-white deck that plays like all these suited battlefield tutors, man, I'm doing that all the time. Like, I'm like X equals 5, and they're like, oh man, well, it's a Seaborn Muse. How do we counter it? And we let them have a Seaborn Muse. It's like, no, here's this abolisher effect. It's like, bro.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it works if you don't have to tap out for it.
No, 1000%. But then like, there's Cord too, right?
Yeah,
Cord,
dude, I have corded for 5 so many times, and people just let it resolve in Yoshi Thrust.
Yeah,
I'm like, okay.
He's a Ranger Captain. All right, cool. Go to my upkeep, crack
Yeah.
Ranger Captain. It's like, yeah. It's like, all right.
I'm sorry that your deck makes silly mana. You can pay 2 additional mana to resolve a spell.
Well,
I'm sorry you're not cool enough to play green.
I mean, we all play Cradle, right? We all know how much mana Cradle makes.
Oh, do stupid amounts.
Stupid
dude.
amounts of mana.
My cradle barely
especially-
makes 4. I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't play the cradle making stuff. Like, you don't play a Horror and Oculus. You don't play Chatterstorm. You barely play Springheart and Nantuko. But when you do play Springheart and Nantuko, you make a lot of bodies, don't you?
What? No, I never got it to resolve.
Yeah, he never gets that far.
I'll never get to that point. Sorry.
Oh, that's right. I'm winning before you get there.
That's not true. It's usually the turn.
This is why I play red decks from last from the second all the time. You know?
You got to.
That's why I
Don't
do
you?
what I do.
I'd rather see a Blasphemous Act than a fucking Out of Time, dude. Honestly.
The big thing about this deck is Shang-Chi is a house. Shang-Chi's actually ridiculous. I can't sing the praises of this card more. Like it's actually ridiculous.
It just got printed. What praises can you sing?
Look, man.
Apparently a lot, dude. People are marking Shang-Chi in their tutor deck so they can draw it more often. That's how good it is.
Oh, is that where we at? Okay.
Well, like Tyvar. We all know Tyvar is good. He just can't be played in most decks. But like 2
Shang-Chi
mana,
can play
give
in
all your dudes haste. Is crazy.
I have
Like,
a question.
Go ahead, man.
If you are a mana hungry deck because you got big spells, why don't you play Cabbage Merchant?
So the reason I do not play Cabbage Merchant, and actually the reason I don't do much slop stuff, this is a horrendous slop deck. Unfortunately, this is a bad slop deck. I'm not really like this deck is very bad at just sitting and like not doing stuff. Like it's not like Tim the Crom where you have like at least a commander that can like draw off your opponents doing stuff, and like for some reason people don't kill Timnas, and I'm not in white, so I don't have all these like Esper Sentinels and Smothering Tide. I could play it, and it's definitely the 101st card in the deck. It's just like I play it, and it's
this flittering news is a lot.
look, man, it's with the game plan of the deck. Look, you have to have some game plan cards, right? Like Timnas decks were playing Loyal Apprentice for a while. Then like they
should stay on it.
Well, they keep
A
printing.
while? Actually, that's like 5 years ago, bro.
Was it? I mean, well, yeah, because you know why? Wizards keeps printing good cards from the play instead of like,
Oh,
dude,
don't
hey,
get me
Lothar and
dude.
Bowmaster weren't that long ago, man. It feels like they've been around forever, but it's been only 2 years, 2-3 years.
Yeah, about 2 years.
Oh man, I'm feeling.
I need Bowmaster to come back, bro. Get these cradle decks out of my damn
Keep
menu.
it
so
gone.
Oh my god.
So I have a Japanese brethren who also plays Edric. He's been playing Edric as long as I have. They hate Bowmaster in Japan, bro. I'm telling you, like, it's bad. Like, my guy's on like all the clones to kill Bowmaster. He's on like, oh man, he's on what Wondrous Wasp. This new card from Marvel. ETB, target creature loses all abilities until Wondrous Wasp goes away. Bro, he's on 2 lands that put -1 counters on a creature. Like sack a land, put a -1 counter on a creature. Bro, it's
No, I
bad, bro.
understand.
No, it's bad, bro.
LJ is to the point where I know if someone put a Bowmaster on the stack, he would spend all of interaction for it.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm good with this. Please, more Bowmaster.
Yeah,
I need to see more Bowmasters.
No, it's bad. Yeah, look.
These creature decks are getting wild, bro.
And I get why people aren't playing it because the
Right,
card
because they're all going to the swamp. That's why.
Yeah.
They're all going to Jeskai. You know
and
what?
then like it doesn't
I might have
actually actually win the game. But
Doesn't
like,
win the game, no. It does not. I've been preaching that for a minute.
Yeah.
Bowmaster doesn't win games.
It
It's
loses
just
the game more than anything.
Huh?
It's been a while since I've seen a Bowmaster player win the game.
Bowmaster never wins.
No,
It never wins.
Bowmaster, the person who plays Bowmaster doesn't win. The person who clones it does.
sometimes not even that, man. But like, yeah, it's just rough. It's just rough to play a card that doesn't draw you a card. It doesn't really advance your board state like that. Like, hurting your opponents doesn't advance you. And that's why, like, Stacks isn't good these days. I think Curse of them should see a lot more play, but, we'll leave that for a different
After
podcast.
you spent 3 months getting a Shawnee off of Curse the Totem, now you're saying that?
No, I never got him off. I wanted to get him off the other stuff like Supreme
Oh,
Voting.
like out of time?
No. Out of time is crazy. Oh no. He's made me a believer in out of time. I think he should be played.
Until all your combo pieces are on the
But,
field
like,
and he out of time.
So like if Sisei and Rog Thrasios deck, so like some of the best decks in the format, everybody else should be on Curse Totem, right? Like, why is Tyam doing well? Because they're so Curse Totems, man. Like, why are we not Curse Totems?
I just got rolled by time in a casual game last night.
Curse Totem definitely needs to see more play, especially like with this Universe Beyond stuff. Sisei is gonna keep getting more powerful at some point. Like, some point Sisei is gonna get to the point where we can't beat that deck.
Mm-hmm.
I'm to the point where I feel like Sisei is to the point. I'm to the point where I don't even want to be playing one sheet. So the only time I'm drawing cards with this thing is when I'm dying. And I don't know. I don't know if it's good enough anymore to be playing. I understand it's an outlet. Thing like your deck, I understand it. You make infinite mana, double blue, draw your deck. So in that case, but I don't know, bro. These Edric,
if you have a lot more colors, you can definitely make the argument now.
Yeah,
I
think in Yoshi Thras is, in my opinion, it's still a good card because it does actually make
an outlet. Yeah.
Your Yoshi swole.
Yeah,
if anything.
Yeah, there's synergies.
Sure.
Yeah, there's synergies in other decks. Yeah, we were talking about that with Archivist of Agba, right? And like that's not played.
That's not played either.
So, dude, I used to push Archivist so much in non-blue decks because like people would not play an Archivist, and I'm like, why not? So let's say you're in Naya. Dude, people are more inclined to tutor when they see your deck than they are blue decks. Because blue has like the other draw engine. They don't want you to draw into other draw engines. So 100% I pushed Archivist so much. But even then, like I'll be honest, like Archivist just doesn't, it got power crept. Because now like one tutor wins the game. So it's like,
well, they keep printing these draw engines, right? Like now King T'Challa's in decks. So it's like, now what are we cutting for King T'Challa? It's like we're looking at watching.
I don't know what
we're looking at watching real hard. Archivist is not playing no more. So it's like, man, I'm right there with y'all, man. It's getting there. Luckily I'm in Simic, so I don't have that problem just yet. But y'all, the Azorius Esper decks, man, it's the rich get richer.
So I saw this Displacer kitten. Well, we're playing a Displacer kitten in there. Well, no, with the Printios Sagshi, I can understand the kitten, but why were we a kitten deck before? Were you always on kitten?
Yeah. So it's the best way to end the game with turns.
Okay.
So there's a spell seeker, and in total win is if for the audience, if you don't know, this place getting spell seeker, it's a 2-card combo. You're gonna cast a lot of spells to get through it, but this place gets spell seeker in Simic, and you have to play specific cards, wins the game every time. So
what are the specific cards that you need to?
So you need to play Summer Respect. You need to play Elvish Spirit Guide, Crop Rotation. So stuff that you would already be playing.
Right.
Summer Respect doesn't really see much play like that, but it gets played. But you need to play those specific cards. And then the loop ends now either with Eternal Witness Snap, when you have a Cradle out, so you make infinite mana. Or you have a Boro combo, or Boro lines now. Because we are on Sylvan Scrying, so you can make infinite mana that way. Usually after I chain 2 or 3 turn spells together, and my opponents are giving me that look like, "Hey man, just kill us, man. Can you stop messing around? Can you just kill us, please?" And I'm like, all right,
extra turn.
And I'm like, all right,
Extra turn.
Here's a Displacer Kitten. I'm gonna Turtle win this. I'm gonna loop these. I'm gonna take it for the turns. It's just the cleanest win condition with turrets.
Okay. How often are you doing your turns? Like
all the time.
Okay.
All the time. Tournaments have changed, so I can't just like win with turns anymore. really. Sometimes my opponents will scoop, like, hey, bro, like if I show them like, hey, I have 2 regrowth effects in hand. I've taken my 3rd turn. I have like 15 power with the dudes. But we can stop, right? And usually they'll scoop. But sometimes they need to see a combo finish, or like if I tell them, hey, I have a finale in hand. I have a Cradle out. I have 15 dudes. Can we stop? But because of tournaments and how tournaments work, you do need to find a combo kill. Just to, because I have lost, I have drawn in time, try to take turns and then not being able to find a combo. So you need to find combos these days.
Okay.
But that's old head me talking about how back in the day tournaments were a lot nicer to my style of deck. Nowadays they're like,
there was
right?
no hard cap.
Nowadays like, hey bro, you got 80 minutes and it stops dead. The turn end, no extra turns, 20 minutes hard cap. You're like, man, come on, bro.
I miss 90-minute turns.
Oh, it used to be like, bro, 90 minutes with 3 extra turns. Oh my god, that was the best. We had to stop that.
Oh, real quick.
Yeah, you wanted 5-round Swiss to end at midnight.
Then they went to 90 minutes, no extra turns, but no cap on the final turn.
Yeah, it's crazy. So,
but
tournaments have improved with that. But that's a deck. That's a deck, man. Like
this is it. Okay. So while we got you here, LJ, there's a couple of things that like I heard that we used talking to us about that you wanted to talk about.
It was what?
There's a couple of things that you want to talk about, like other than just your list.
Oh yeah, this is the controversial podcast. Let's go. Let's throw some hot takes, man.
What's your hot takes, man?
All right, man. I'll start with this one. There is no draw issue at all.
Nani the fuck?
There's no draw issue, man.
So you don't think
not at all?
So nonsense. What do you mean there's not a problem with drawing? Yeah, okay. So I assume your appointment is it's better to leave the game with a point than no points.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
That's the high EV play, right? So are you always also off the school of 5 draws equal 1 win, and those 5 draws is better than any 1 win you get over the course of the tournament?
Win, obviously. Try to get as many wins
right,
possible.
Cool.
Yeah. Better win, obviously. But like it's a tournament, right? There's money on the line. There's prizes on the line. You got to get as many points as possible. And
so,
one is better than 0.
We're taking this to the extreme, though, LJ. We're saying, all right, turn 1, I'm going to show you Necro. All right, I have a pack. Draw?
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Right.
Why not?
That's fine.
You don't know if the guy's going to mess up the Necro line. He might mess up.
We're not messing. He's not messing the Necro line.
He's not.
You have faith in your opponent.
Not these players, bro.
What do you mean not these players?
And like, but the problem is, it's like, cool. What? Like I say, they do mess up the Necro line. They still advance their board. Say, hella, it's turn 1, bro. How are we beating this?
They're still dying.
To what? Ain't that happening? Nothing happened turn 1.
No, not to turn 1, but turn 2, turn 3, where they're gonna go 30 deep with their Necro. They're dying.
Oh, you think they're gonna mess up turn 2 and 3?
Absolutely. I take those bets every day of the week.
I can't do it, bro. I'll just show this pack. Hey, bro.
No, I'm not sure. No. See, that's the problem I'm having. Let's play the game of CDH.
Man, look.
Ashani just wants you to delete yourself because he doesn't want to play with 3 people. He wants to only play with 2 other people.
Yeah, and I get people's sentiments, all right? They want to play. And I get it. If you wanted to play Magic, you wouldn't have joined this tournament.
Exactly.
Unfortunately.
Right.
Unfortunately, bro. You're here to play CDH. I'm here to win a tournament.
Is that how that works?
I'm here to win.
The mindset.
I mean, and that's so we there's a whole tangent we talk about like, hey, tournament EDH versus CDH and all that. It's
I'm not.
There's definitely different incentives, right? Like, unfortunately, lying, in tournaments, yeah, bro. We're here for prizes, bro. Ain't no friends here.
But this man will also gaslight the fuck out of you if you lie.
Well, now the problem is the rules allow for it, right? So they let it happen. Bro, I played competitive poker. Bro, you want to talk about where they don't allow you to do nothing? You can't talk about non-competitive poker. Like, you can't even, like, make the inkling that you have a certain card in your hand. Like, it's just like, you can't say none. Like, these people are wearing shades in a dark room to make sure no facial expression.
Emotion, no nothing.
Yeah, like, and then like you want to talk about like horrendous games tournament to play wise. You play Yu-Gi-Oh these days? It's awful. Like it's bad, bro.
I just meme in Yu-Gi-Oh. I play Power Rangers.
Yeah.
Yu-Gi-Oh.
I play my deck. I play my little deck, but like, yeah, man, like it could be worse. Like, trust me, every game has these issues, and no one has found a clean solution for it. There's always going to be bad.
Oh.
I just think this is just a feature of tournaments. It's not a bug, and it's also 4-player free for all. Like the numbers change. Like we're talking about a game where you have a 75% chance of losing, and you didn't even sit down to start playing. Like, come on, man. Like,
Right. So the longer we play the game, the more chance we have of winning the game.
sure,
One thing
but
I
like
have
with the variance of it, it's sometimes, hey man, look, with the writing's on the wall here.
Bro,
Right.
good players control their own variance. Get out of here with that weak talk, bro.
And now you are correct, right? And I'm not disagreeing with you at all. It's just like I just think that's part of
But
it.
I think
Right.
at the end of the day, like good players control their own variance. But like, at what level of good can you start controlling your own variance? And because like realistically, like to be realistic, 100% have the confidence to that you're gonna win your game. But I don't know. I think variance is a very big thing for at least 95% of players. I think only 5% can control their own variance.
Yeah, there's hella variables, right? The deck you're playing definitely makes a big difference, right? Which is why sometimes I see what decks people register these events. I'm like, did y'all like think about this before you did it or whatever? You know, card choices and all that. Like, I hate turbo decks, but like if I'm in a tournament, hey man, look, I get it. You gotta high roll these things, right? Like, especially like if you want to play a deck that can play in all 4 seats. Like if you need a deck
Yeah.
that needs first or second seat every time, bro, you might as well change your deck. Cause like, we've heard it all the time, man. People complain, hey man, I've only had 3rd and 4th seat and it's been 5 rounds already. It's like, man, sorry, bro, I had 1st and 2nd all day.
I looked out. I looked out in all my rounds except for one, and it was the one that I ID'd for lunch. And the rest of my rounds I've had
yeah,
first
like,
and second seat.
so like CDH does have problems, right? Like the 4 seat problem, I believe, is an issue, but it's a systemic issue that can only be changed with rules changes.
Right.
You can't like your deck choice can like help up your percentage points a little bit.
A little bit, yeah.
But like we're still looking at like, hey, first seed has a 30+% chance of winning, and they didn't even like sit down and drew up.
Yeah.
And fourth place is like less than 20 nowadays. Like it's bad.
It's
I'm
like-
just saying there,
So
there
like
was a
if you can
card.
go, so like
There is a card that gave 4th seat it kept it up at a 28% chance of winning the game at 4th seat, but they banned it.
look, man, I'm telling you right now, that is the most horseshit. Horseshit.
It's not. It's data.
It's
It's
not.
data.
It's
If
not,
you look-
bro.
if
You
you
know
look
what
at-
happened? Sure. Okay, but like what? It was still bad for 4th seed. It wasn't like
they were the last one to have the dark side.
it wasn't like oh
If
man,
they survived it.
yeah, it wasn't like oh man, 1st seed was 30, and then during dark side 4th seed was 30, and everybody was in equilibrium. No, bro, it was like 4 percentage points maybe. So like maybe not 20, but maybe 24.
It was the
I mean,
gap
y'all care-
between 4th and 1st seat was only like a 6% gap, whereas it is
Bro.
now is like a 16 to 20% gap.
Bro, I think it would have changed even if they didn't ban these cards. Because with all these commanders out, like Rao wasn't a thing before
It
all
was.
that.
That was not a thing.
Rao
no,
was a
it was.
thing.
Barely.
Rao came out whenever Dockside came out. Rao didn't become a thing till well.
Not with Darkseid came out, but like it was like maybe
it was-
before they
Raw
banned
was a
it.
card, yes, but it wasn't a
Yeah,
deck.
that
until-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And some
but
of these
we're-
decks still don't care, but we ban all these cards. Some of these decks don't care. Like it's like I don't know, I think they're faster. Now they just can't high roll you better on turn 1.
That-
You know?
that's- yeah.
Like
Some decks, no, like Jude Lotus, some decks died due to the banning, right? Like Jude Lotus killed like the high CMC commanders decks. That Jude Lotus did. But Mana Crypt, anything that was low to the ground anyways, is still viable.
nothing. I just don't. I didn't see the big change. I still see the decks that are doing well do well. Like the only like real deck I don't see anymore is like Kenrith. And there's like a few pilots out there that are cooking with the deck still because it's still fun colors.
Tevish fell off because of those bannings.
Oh, I get,
yeah,
tell us a
Tivit,
little bit.
Kenrith, Najila,
Man, Tevish,
Tevish. not
Tevish.
Tivit.
Hevish.
Tivit's
Yeah.
still cooking. Tivit's still
Tivit,
cooking.
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't see a lot of Tivit anymore.
Nobody wants to play Esper.
Well, it's not that. It's like nobody wants to play Tivit. Because, like, honestly, like, Esper, Hey, here's my hot take. Esper is a lot better than people say it is. Especially if you run commanders like Hachatan, Marty Skalgar.
Esper is definitely those colors that, like, on paper should be amazing.
But
And
it's
then just
not.
in practice,
In practice, is
it's
terrible.
not.
It's
And
because
it's like,
the only Esper decks that people think that you play is either Tivit or Timon Malcolm. But if you play Marnius, you have an outlet and a draw engine in command zone. You play Hashatan, you have a busted ass
I
ability.
mean,
in the command zone.
Martius is played it, but it's slop.
Hold on, you're talking
It's
about
slop. It's slop.
What is Marnius draw ability? Whenever
When you make a
token,
you
draw
draw
card,
a card. Yeah.
you have to play bad cards like tokens makers.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm sorry.
Tithe.
We have
Tithe.
some damn good fucking token makers in those colors nowadays.
I think you're fighting the wrong battle here, Luis. Like, yeah, Esper has some fine commanders, but you have to play it a certain style. You're not turboing out with Esper. You can try.
No, that's the issue. Is people think you can think you need a turbo out in Esper.
I mean, when you're sitting against a rock side, man, I don't know, man. I think I need to go a little fast. You need to have some kind of speed. You need to be doing something by turn 3.
At that point, like
And-
if you're not playing a deck that can turbo, like I mean, I don't know, like to beat turbo decks, you have to turbo yourself.
Not really. I think these slop decks, these slop control decks have found the right recipes to, like, get there. But the play patterns are just off.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's like you have to play so many free counter spells, so much so much interaction, so many clones. And like the way they're winning nowadays, it's just like, hey man, once I have inevitability, I'll find a win. Which, like, yeah, that's how Talion was doing it, and people were cooking with Talion.
Lies. Don't lie to the people like that. Who
You
was
were
cooking
Only,
with Talion?
there's
You were
only
cooking with Talion.
Me?
My man has a tournament win with Talion. We see it.
Sure, but after me and Wounded, who else was doing it? Everybody picked up the deck and
Well,
said, hey, the
it's
deck
wrong,
is
man.
bad and put it down
Well,
immediately.
it's a mindset thing, right? Like,
It's always been a mindset thing.
it's always a
bro.
mindset thing. It's
Yeah,
especially like I don't think you can't bring it nowadays. Not this man.
That was a mana curve. Like, sadly, I mean, yeah, sure, we can still turn to Italian, but I don't know, bro. Like, Weez and I was having this call. He was telling me, why don't I play Bant? And I'm like, bro, I've been so wrong pilled for the last 2 years. It's hard for me to even look at another commander.
No, Rock is crazy.
Bro, I've been
get it,
addicted
like-
to Rog for a minute now. And
I
I'm
mean,
like,
I understand like Rob being a zero drop commander that's like busted and all, but in all honesty, like you're getting rid of the zero drop commander and you're playing a 1-drop commander, like let's say Yoshi Thras.
Nah, bro,
And in my
that mana
opinion,
makes a difference, bro. I'm telling you.
it
Telling you,
doesn't.
bro.
It really doesn't. Because
I'm
I can sit down with a
bro.
Rock Thras deck and I am keeping up with them just as fast.
I have kept some horrendous hand in Rog Thras because I have Rog. Just to go 0 mana into Cradle into nonsense is busted. If
Yeah.
you don't have the 1 mana to cast Yoshi, you can't keep those hands, bro. You can't go Rog, Cradle, Springleaf Drum, and then have a way to still play the game. You cannot. I'm not telling you that because of those.
If you want to turn 1 drop a Cradle, obviously, but you can go turn 1 land Yoshi, Mox Amber, Weathered Wayfarer, and then turn 2, you're set up a whole lot more than Rog is.
But of course, we're gonna always find a play pattern that is better. That's not the argument I'm saying. The conversation I'm just saying is that it gives you a little more boost. And as I told you, I don't, because I have never played Bant. Like, yeah, hands down, I've actually never put together a Bant deck. I don't know if Bant is better than Teamer.
Well, let me ask you this: you play Teamer decks, I play Bant decks. How often or not do I produce a board state that is a lot further than yours when you're playing Teamer and I'm playing Bant?
That's not even a good enough argument. Our play styles are different.
The play styles of the deck are different.
It's different.
You're playing either or for different reasons, right? You're playing
Right.
one for the explosiveness, and you're playing the other for better late game and silence effects, right?
I wouldn't say better late game. I would say like it's a little bit more like stable because you can't just like if
Stability, sure, that works too. We're saying the same thing. So you either want to be explosive early game, or you want to be stable late in the late game. You don't get either.
I will say the only thing that Teamer has over Bant is the breach combo. The breach, Wonderful Breach is
But
possibly the
it has more
strongest card.
interaction points. In the color scheme of Izzet versus Azorius, Izzet has more counter spells than Azorius.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean you play more counter spells.
We're just talking about play styles, right?
I mean, sure.
All right.
So
I'll
because
give-
I like interaction versus not interacting, I'm always going to lead towards something. Is it? You like more creature combo, which is more Selesnya, right?
Mhm.
It's just a playstyle difference. I just want to counter 4 in Rock Thrash. That's all I want to do. I want to counter 4 and resolve a Oboro and final talent game.
That's count to 5.
No, it's counter 4. I have 2 commanders. I just want to counter 4. I
So
just
you
need
want-
4
you want-
other creatures other than my commanders.
Okay, that's counting to 6 then.
No, I need a counter 4.
Okay, Rog,
4
Thrash is
creatures.
1, 2.
You dirty whore. I want to counter 4 are not including my commanders. That's all I want to do. One of those creatures need to be an Oboro.
So you're saying count to 6 with extra steps.
All right, you
I'm
know
just
what?
saying.
I'm just going to end this podcast because you're being a whore. But anyways, I apologize. You're being a douche. You're not even being a whore. A whore is too.
But so Weiss, I'm gonna ask you this question, right? All right, since you've seen both decks, maybe you'll answer in not the way I think you will. You're in 4th seat. You need to win it in. What deck you want? You want Yoshi or Rock Thrash?
Yoshi.
Okay, so the data says you want Rock Thrash though, because you need to. You're in 4th seat. I believe you're in 1st seat. You probably want Yoshi.
In
Oh, yeah.
4th seat, in all honesty, between the two decks, I mean, maybe Rock Pass has a better chance, but that's if, like, I'm playing explosive. Like, you can 100% in ban, and this is just as somebody who's played both.
You're in 4th seat,
explosively.
bro. You playing control? You controlling the board?
No, you don't play control in 4th seat anyways.
No, that's what I'm saying. So going back to the topic, this is deck choice makes a difference here, right? Like, hey, I need a deck that can play in all seats, right? So probably just makes sense to have Rock Thrash.
But as somebody who's played both a teamer and also red like mainly deck, and someone who's played Bant a lot, Bant always has felt better to me. in
Okay,
4th seat.
and now here you have experience with Bant, so that is where you're comfortable with. So you probably play that deck, right? Because experience over the deck. You were giving this deck more points, more percentage points than the deck is giving you points, right? But then, so somebody like Shawnee, you'd be like, bro, I'm playing big Rock Thrash every time. You know what I'm saying? It's, no.
I don't
I
know
just
why
think
I
that-
am. I just know I am.
So it a lot of us, aren't like, aren't comedian that can play any freaking deck and take it no matter where the hell they are and just do well with it. Some people just need the experience. Some people are just good at certain things. Some people can play a lot of decks and they're like, hey man, I'm taking Ral because I'm winning no matter what seed. I'm
Yeah.
showing you a turn 1 round no matter what seed I'm in, and if I get a second turn, y'all lose it.
I mean,
You know
like,
what I'm
honestly,
that's the beauty
honestly,
of
no
Turbo,
matter
right?
honestly, no matter what seat I'm in, if there's a route at the table, like it's either we stop route or we lose. And
Correct.
then-
No, so like that's the thing about these tournaments, right? And right now we're still at the point where people are playing their cope cards and their pet cards and their pet decks. We don't doing like these people like they're looking at Magic Online stats and they're like, hey, what's actually doing well? Why are we? We're all playing this. We're yet to a point where like teams are like, hey, we're only bringing this one deck because
I
it's
think
going
we're
to be.
getting there though, right?
We are getting there. Yes, I can see ourselves in a few years to be like, hey, bro, we're looking at EA's top 16. We're looking at whatever new deck stats thing. We're looking at all these stats. Hey, this is what we're playing. This is what the team is playing.
Well,
we all
I
got it.
think that's the great thing about CDH though is like, in all honesty, because it's a 4-player game, and CDH is like the one format where like deck matters a certain point, but it doesn't matter as much as any other format because your skill and ability to talk to other players outweighs what deck you play. Like I've been trashed on by people that play the most fringe decks, and then I've also completely dunked on more meta decks than any.
It's there's different skills, right? So in obviously 1v1, politicking matters almost zero.
Yeah.
Almost zero. And in CDH, you have politics matters a lot.
It's more than 50% of the game.
Like we're talking about like, man, these parasitic decks, this is how these non-blue decks win, right? They just sit here like, hey, I'm not blue. Don't interact with me. I'm not doing
I'm
stuff.
not blue.
Yeah, like to this day, it surprises me when non-blue decks do well, man. Like I'm like, bro, you just out here just force checking everybody, And it works. And yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
well,
can't
YOLO.
believe. Yeah,
That's
no,
YOLO in
no.
there.
Right?
LJ used to get so frustrated with me because he would watch me win, and he would hear me be like, "I'm just in Naya," and this motherfucker would be like, "Dude, how?"
And like, obviously there's cards are being printed to help these strategies out. Squelcher is crazy. But sometimes y'all just be high rolling it. No, just heuristics. Heuristics is wild to me. I'm like, man, they're just going through.
That's my favorite thing.
My
This
God,
food chain
it's crazy.
combo with a heuristic out on the table.
Well, I live for those games.
Oh, those games are great. But it's just, that's why I think the draw rate is not really an issue.
I don't think it's too extreme. I agree with you. You like the points you're making is really solid. Like, because we're in a free for all and it's 4 players, we're gonna have draw problems. But it's like what? 25% or some ridiculously, like every tournament there's like a 50% win rate.
They've gotten to upwards of 50%.
Oh, draw rates. We're talking about draw rates. Yeah, so the draw rates get extreme, but like they usually get extreme in the higher the EV.
In the high, yeah, I get that, like, because everybody is just higher level Magic. And
yeah,
so I've looked at that, and in all honesty, the draws in more than anything comes from like between rounds 1 and 3. That's where most of the draws are coming from, is the early rounds.
Yeah, because when you get to late game, you're getting winning ends. You got to play for the win.
Yeah, but if we stop just accepting a draw in the first few rounds, those winning ends really go away. And then you could start.
You have to math, man. Like I'm telling you, it's just a different dynamic in tournaments, right? Like if I know these, like you just have to hope your opponents are good the early rounds when you draw with them. The worst thing you can do is lose to a shitty player, and that's just it. That's true in every tournament, man.
Yeah,
like. Oh my God, you know how many times I've like not bubbled out of 1v1 tournaments because I lost round 1. I go on a heater, but my opponent went like 1-3 drop. Yeah, it's like, and like, it's awful, bro. So like, bro, I just rather taking the draw there. Yeah. Like, I'm rather taking a draw. I don't think the draw rate's an actual issue. It's just a feature of the game we're playing. It's just going to happen more because we were in 4 players. We were in 4 players, and people have different incentives, right? Some people paid their $150 for this tournament. Flew, got a hotel, spent all his money, and want to king make other people. Look, man, I can't like.
Can't log them for it.
Yeah, I can't log them for it.
That's actually a topic I want to talk about.
And I'm over here like, bro, I had to take off work for this. I gotta actually make money off this.
My cringe take on CDH is terrible players. That's my cringe take. I am tired of the minute it gets to turn 2, we start whining. Boo-hoo! My goodness, this game is taking so long. I could have played 6 games already. Boo-hoo! Time be a river. I'm here to make you miserable. That's what I'm here for.
Listen,
I'm not here to die turn 1. I'm not here to die turn 2. Sit here, look at me draw 20 cards, and suffer. That's what I'm here for.
Listen, games last 80 minutes. I'm going to try to use 80 minutes.
I'm not. Exactly. I wanted to use a full 79 minutes, and on the last minute, I was trying to wait. That's what I'm here for.
That's even more toxic than Turbo, my opinion.
Exactly. No, actually, that is not. We are here for a good long time, and we enjoy
I'm sorry,
each other.
you wasn't the victim to 3 players waiting to the last minute to go over the top for 3 hours when you're just trying to end the game.
Oh,
okay.
The big boys were playing. I don't know what to tell you. Yeah. The adults were playing the game. And the children.
Adults, you bullied somebody into not passing priority when you couldn't. Technically, you wasn't supposed to do that. Technically, once he passed priority, you wasn't supposed to tell him to take it back. But you bullied the motherfucker into taking it back.
You put a Ranger Captain on sack, and it didn't get back down to that Ranger Captain activation. It's fine.
I don't know. I don't like this word bullying. I don't know what you mean. I never bullied a person in a day of my life.
I made a correct argument.
Thank you, sir. A correct argument. I did not bully anyone.
Bro said, "Hold up. Don't pass priority." And like, man said, I passed priority. Dude said, no, you are not. Bro said, okay. That is bullying.
No, this is me.
Oh my God.
Presenting a correct information to him that, sir, we might lose if you pass.
Was you gonna pass?
We did not come to that. He played his spell, didn't we? I don't know what you're saying to me. He played his spell. So I did not know if we were going to lose or not. He played his spell. But that's my...
The man said, you have flash speed too. You're like, it's not my priority anymore. Fine.
Yeah, I agree with you, Johnny. Like, Turbo, it is a decision. It is a decision that I still don't get how people can make it. Like, to me, I just can't play a deck that has no agency. Like, bro, I'm just gonna sit here and hope my shit resolves. Like,
Hope and pray to the gods.
hope and pray that I high roll every time.
So
And
Which
it's
they
like-
do, which is the most.
I mean, yeah, no, correct. These decks, these turbo decks nowadays are crazy. And like,
They're way too consistent, bro.
Yeah.
as an
Well-
ex-turbo player, I guess I'm a little different because I don't think I ever bitched about it going. But like also I play decks, and this is the thing is like if you're gonna play a turbo deck that can recoup if you get stopped. That way you're not bitching. I'll put it that way. Like the turbo decks I played, I was
Bitch, you
able
well,
to.
no, I mean the way they're going all in, they're not recouping. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, you mean those big pushes? We allow them to push until the last minute? Yeah. But
Yeah.
some of them.
Speaking
Yeah.
of allowing to push, this man down here, Lewis LJ, will let you resolve all the way up until your win attempt, and then he'll show you he had every bit of answers to it, and will show you that you're just getting blown out anyways.
Correct.
I mean, sadly, that's how you should play Magic. To a point. I kind of agreed because I was of the same house because LJ and I kind of grew up in the same sort of mind of Magic that you don't interact with nothing but the win condition. But here's the problem. We're letting these risk studies get away with murder. Please, if you see one, unless it's mine, please counter it.
Just counter it, especially if it is his.
Please counter it. I'm here for you to play Magic. I believe it started with, I think there was a podcast where a member of Critical Leaders saying, don't counter risk studies. And when I first heard that argument, I thought it was a horrific argument. Don't counter risk studies, just clone it. Why? If you have a clone, sure, you can wait on it. At the end of the day, the guy who resolved the risk study first is going to draw more cards in you because they had it first. Why are we allowing risk studies and Smother and Tide to resolve so you can clone it? Why?
It's
I
agreed,
promise
man.
you.
I'm telling you, these decks
The
agree.
only way I'm going to allow the risk study to resolve if I have a clone or there's like a turbo, especially if there's a turbo deck that is I know it's going to push into them, I am going to call it a risk study because we're going to die together. But if that turbo deck doesn't win, you're winning because they're going to push into it because they don't care. It's the same thing with creature combo decks too. They're like, I have this food chain and I have this squee, and you can't do anything about it. All right, here you go. I'm going to combo into your risk study. Why? Why are you doing that? Pick your window, broski. Unless I'm tapped out, more power to you. And
Even if you're tapped out, like
no,
by the time you draw a piece that can stop me, I've already made enough mana to continue and win. It's like I don't need to make infinite.
here is this fairyland argument you're going to push in my face. Eat this silence and move on. Care about your infinite mana?
Cool.
Draw
I'll
me
eat.
cards. Present to me your infinite combo on someone else's turn. Can you? No, you don't have flat speed. Great. You just drew me 30 cards.
If I'm drawing you 30 cards by the time you silence me, I'll have activated ability ones. Go ahead.
Sure. Okay, see? You have an answer for everything. I'm just saying, this is the mindset of what people, I'm tired of it.
For the record, I fully don't believe in this anymore. This is just what we hear a lot.
No, yeah, it's what I hear, it's what I see. Like, I think the last game LJ and I played, he had like a Valley Flood Call and 2 birds, and he was going over the top of what me doing. And this guy playing the creature combo deck was just sitting there while we fight over every living god thing. And then this madman said, court for 3. And I'm like, there's no way you're putting a dose on into play when he has combo in play. And it was like, you're winning the game. And I'm like, you know what? That's true. I can't even argue with you. I am currently winning the game because
Mind
you
you-
ran out of interaction before I did. So we're going to now give it to the guy who did nothing this whole game.
No, wait, time out.
What
I
did
was
you do?
going to. I
What
was
did
gonna.
you do?
I played one. I casted a Grand Abolisher. I was gonna
okay.
besage you the daggum out of time, but Force Seat did that for me.
Yeah, I remember after that game, I told Force people, like, you should have waited, bro. Like, if you had
That
it, you
game
should
is
have waited.
still on my mind.
It's crazy.
Dude said, I want mayhem. Bounce
down.
Bounces all the time that had Grand Abolisher, Valley Flood Caller. Like, LG had like 6 creatures on the battlefield. I had a Hexing Squelcher and something else. And dude said, yeah, bounce it, bro. I'm like, what am I supposed to tell you? He wanted to play Magic. I said no, and he said, at the end of the day, fuck me. What am I supposed to tell him? It was
like-
incorrect.
And you see, like, all the politics that Shawnee could have done wouldn't have saved him. It's
Wouldn't. No
and
matter
like-
what I have said, it
like-
would not have saved
And
me.
that's what I be saying about these tournament results. Like, look, man, sometimes it's just
It's just it.
all you're trying to do is up the percentage points, and even still, it might not matter. So, like, I'm just trying to take this 25% win percentage that I'm coming in with, and trying to up it to like 30,
Just by one.
just like
by one. I want to inch it up by 1.
30%. Yeah, bro. And it's sometimes like, okay,
That's
nothing
another-
I do
another
is gonna
crazy
matter. I guess I'll offer a draw. At least I'll get a point, and like we'll try again
I
next
remember.
time.
So this is just me reminiscing. I remember another old head time when 28% was meant you're a god at CP.
I still think it's fine. Like anything over 25 is fine.
Yeah. But the problem is so many players are like 35, 40, 50% now. It's like I don't know what it is. I don't know because like
there are-
the skill level's not gone up.
No, the skill level has a little bit, but there is now a bottleneck of good players. We're starting to see a separation with good players and like medium players. That just happens, right? That's just gonna happen every tournament. But we see, like, I was looking at the Top Deck Invitational stuff today, and like, bro, the number one guy has like almost like over 1,000 points than the number one guy a year ago, and like. The
Yeah,
stuff the points you would have needed to qualify this year are almost double from last year's.
Yeah, what was like the
Like-
first year was like 600 points.
Yeah, it was-
top
yeah.
64.
Like,
Now it's like 3,000.
and it's
It's because of like the amount of tournaments being made now.
yeah, which is a good thing.
Which 100% a good
We
thing.
want more tournaments. We wanted this. This is great. It's just now like
It came with
we're-
a double-edged sword. Is now you have to go to these tournaments and
yeah. Now once again, this is a feature, not a bug. It happens everywhere. You go to more tournaments, you have a better chance to do well. You're gonna make more points. You're gonna get your invite. I used to play competitive Pokemon, and it was the same thing, man. And I was drained. I'm talking about every weekend. I was off, tournament on Saturday, tournament on Sunday, and you just had to grind. these
was
things
this
out.
Rum Heavy Lewis days?
No, because there were children around, and I had to drive.
Okay,
You
fair
cannot drink. Fly. And I'm telling you, man, I was with a good group, man. It's like we're talking about like we were drained after because it was late tournaments all the time because we were doing well and we had to do well. It's like, bruh, like and back when I was playing, you needed 400 points to get there, and it was like I had to be like top percentage of my region. It was bad, bro. It was wild.
So I mean, like the increase of tournaments is fine, but I was just listening to the podcast from the Winning In podcast with Max P and Baldy, and from the teal aspect of it, it's not great because the numbers aren't there, right? And because it's pretty much almost oversaturated. Everybody maybe just getting maybe 100 players, maybe 2. Like I think we should at least be at the level we should be having 1,000 person events. We should be. But there's just so many. There's so many gold events. I think the platinum events need to hold a little more weight. I don't know if it's planning that needs to be done, but it needs to be one. If there's going to be a platinum event, there should only be one event for that week for a platinum event. Mm-hmm. You can have your gold and your silver for the locals or whatever. But if you want the big points, there shouldn't be a platinum event in Pittsburgh and then one in Colorado.
Yeah.
They shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, like what was like the last big tournament? There, like the last big platinum. There's like 3 other platinums going on at the same time.
Exactly. That is ridiculous. I don't know what needs to be done on that side of it. But when we just started, when Top Deck was just doing it year 1, year 2, the platinum events were hitting those numbers. Like West Coast with Fishbowl is hitting 300, 400 players, right? I think we need to break that bar. Also, another aspect of it, another cringe thing. See, these players need to stop waiting for the last minute to buy tickets. I'm like a biggest person of that. Like
I was about to say, have you bought your cookout ticket yet?
To myself, but as someone who like attempted to run tournaments, bro, you can't be like. I was listening to what Baldy was saying. He dropped $45,000 on the venue to look at baby money coming in. Baby, you have to invest all of that money in to then look at the ticket sales And they're like, yo, I don't know if we're going to make this number to even break even. Like, I get it. You got to go into the red for a little bit, and like maybe after a year or two after you build your name, I get it. Building business, whatever. But as a community, please, can we put some emphasis on buying the tickets for at least the teal aspect of it? So people are more willing to play more tournaments. If you want to like go into the teal aspect of it and host events, we need to like make it worthwhile for a business revenue for the teals, because online events, I get it. I don't know what we need to do for online events, but they're dead because there's so many in-person events right now. Critical EDH, as big, they have what? 500 people league every month. They barely made 30 people for their online event. That's crazy, bro.
Well, they also only gave them like 5 days.
It doesn't, as popular as they are. Top Deck made an event when I was with Top Deck, what it was called Eminence. Top Deck made an event the Friday, and on the Friday evening, it was sold out of 164 people. On that evening, the next tournament they made, it was sold out in less than an hour. So you can't tell me that people aren't willing, short notice or not. Yes, short notice, because if it's a weekend, people need a plan, blah, 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 blah. But on the other aspect of it, we need to like come out and support your local teal or whatever it is and get and like buy it, because people are shelling out money, and unless you're doing it for free, like Tough Mulligans, like I don't know how they're supporting their thing, but that's crazy.
That's the biggest problem with online. It's like, because and honestly, like 100%, like there is no shade towards Tough Mulligans. They run good tournaments. That is one of the biggest problems for online tournaments right now, is because like the main progenitor tournaments are doing it for free, and so people are like, why would I pay for this tournament when I can just go to this one for free, save my money, gain money, so it's 100% profit. And also at the same time, like, let's be honest here, even though we all know that it's the same amount of problem in person and out of person, the cheating
Yeah, the cheating thing, right? I'm like, I
because they get
personally-
caught more often than online. That's the only reason why.
I personally did not know, like I should have known, but I didn't know people were bold enough to cheat in person. I didn't think like someone sitting in
What's that?
Bruh, I swear to God. I don't understand where these people are willing to, bro, cheating on stream in person?
Yeah.
Bro, that's boldness to another level.
Bro, there's a YouTube channel I watch. It's like Nikachu, and like he has a series. It is just all cheaters.
Mhm.
Of all cheaters, they're just doing it.
I don't know if y'all remember the last time we saw a Curvo player win a tournament.
Yeah.
Sean Angel. He even did his cheating scandal.
Yeah, because he cheated on stream. No, yeah, people don't care, bro. If there's an incentive, they're gonna do it.
Online though, right?
It was online.
Yeah, but I'm talking about in person, like in these weekend events.
There was a cheater at the Open in 2026.
That's what I'm saying, bro. So like,
in my round 2, me and Max P had to fight together to stop him.
I was salty about that because he was a brother. I'm like, come on, man. Bro, why'd you do this to us, bro? We already have a bad rap, but it's whatever. No, it's rough. But no, it's once again, right? It's a variable. It's like it's just all these things, man. It's like you need
and
to
also,
play.
like I will say, in person. I don't know. I think the last time using an in-person event was the Top Deck Open in 2024. It's so loud at these venues that like, unless you're like able to just like deafen everybody around you and just laser focus, you can't pay attention 100% of the time. But dude, people can get away with so much just like simple things that just push them over the edge in person because there's so many distractions.
Yeah, so you have to be able to play through that and be able to pay attention. That's why you just need a good testing group, right? You need a good IRL testing group, good online testing group to get these fundamentals down. Because yeah, like the onus is unfortunately on you to catch these things, right? And I get it, man. Like you're trying to make sure, you're trying to tell one opponent, hey bro, stop king making us, man. So stop the king making so I don't die to this. Or another opponent over here is like, trying to draw 5 extra cards after Mystic Remora. It's like, bro, man, I got so much going on. You just got, that's why you play. You need the experience, and then you also need the deck that's like, hey, bro, I win even if you are cheating. I guess like it's rough, bro. Man. True. It's rough, man. Like, and with the TO thing, man, look, I have no good answer for that. I am glad I don't do that because at this point, I'm like, bro, just because we're not doing CDH tournaments. Because if we're just gonna be in the red every time we try to host this thing,
No, I mean,
There's no incentive.
They break even to a point because, but it's just though everybody prefers sharing money to maybe money, right? That's the human aspect of it. And it's just the gambling of last year, as he was saying, it's a good listen. For like if you care about the business side of Magic.
Yeah.
It was like last year he had 500 people for Steel City. And he was banking, not really banking, but he was expecting, due to that data, he would have that number or more or a little bit less. But to have 300 players, you weren't banking on that. You got a venue for 500. No, you just eat like what? 12K? Because of whatever reason? Because, event planning with someone else? I think it comes down to event planning.
I think
truthfully.
I just think one thing Tio's to do is like, hey man, we
will
do this pricing if there are this many players. You have to do scaling pricing.
Yeah, but Magic players bitch about scaling. They're like,
Look,
which is crazy because it's always been like that. It's always been scaling.
They want they want guaranteed money. Like, if it's at 25K, it's at 25K.
I don't know who started it, man. I think one TO started this guaranteed pricing.
The first time I saw guaranteed pricing was way back before in 2024 at the same weekend that there was the Beholders Game LCQ, the one in Atlanta, which was scaling pricing. There was one in Riley, Alabama that was guaranteed, or there's a tournament somewhere that was guaranteed pricing no matter who showed up.
It was a Lotus event, right?
Okay.
No, it wasn't Lotus. Lotus wasn't around then.
Yes, it was.
Lotus didn't come out till 2025. This is 2024.
Yeah, all I'm saying is whoever started that ruined it for everybody because everybody wants guaranteed prizes.
Everybody wants guaranteed money. Yeah.
And it's like, bro, if I'm a TO, I can say, bro, there's 5K guaranteed. There's more if people show up. How about that?
I have to still give you 5K. Crazy work.
I mean, it depends. It depends on how much. So, like, you lose 12K, you lose 5. You know what I'm saying? You can't even do a grand nowadays. Like, no one's gonna show up for a grand
for a one.
Which is crazy.
No, it's at least a 3K. It's 3K or nothing.
That's why I'm saying, like, it needs to be 5 at least. Like, hey, bro, 5, and then it scales up with more players, right?
Because like the Mox Masters and the fucking Chaos tournaments, that's back when tournament CDH became a thing, was maybe a 1K at the most, and now
I'll give him that. It was online. I think Box Master was the only one that was actually even getting people like that anyway.
No, Chaos was got.
I'm pretty sure Box Master was like selling out.
Yeah, Mox Master was selling out. Chaos didn't do as well, but they were still doing.
Man, I think Top Deck did a couple onlines where they also sold out.
The issue is with online, and I don't know if you noticed that, even back in the Chaos and Mox Masters days, there was a monopoly of who was able to get the people. Because if you remember, with Mox Masters, you had Mox Masters and Chaos. Those tournaments everybody went to. But then you had like places like Path to the Peak, Combat Step, all these other tournaments that try to come through, and they would barely get people at this, So it's always been a monopoly of who gets the people in online tournaments, and unfortunately now you can't do anything better than free.
There's something out there that can be figured out. I haven't found a button on it yet. I'll still search for it, but I still think there's something out there. But it's just, I understand it'll never be Prime Day as it used to be back in COVID times. I get that. I get those numbers will never be a thing as long as there's tournaments within an hour drive of anybody. But yeah.
I do think that tournaments, TOs should get with each other and organize and set schedules instead of just trying to just fight for the people, because in all honesty, if you work with each other, there will be more people for your store, and we will see these numbers increase, and you wouldn't have to worry about possibly canceling CDH tournaments because you're not fighting with other people anymore. But TOs have to do that, and that's not on me to be able to influence that.
Yeah, it's unfortunately it's a problem I don't want to try to solve myself. I'm okay with hey, every region gets their one big event every week, because it's hey man, look, I'm not traveling to Cali, bro. I'm not trying to travel to Cali and pay for a hotel in Cali, bro. That's already a grand there. That's a grand right there just for me to get king made.
Keep the Top Deck Invitational in the middle of the country. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, hey, have something in the West Coast, have something in the East Coast, North, South.
I agree with that.
And then
conference for football. But
sure,
anyways, I digress. Let's get our closing thoughts. LJ, tell the people where they can find you and the closing thoughts.
Man, if y'all want to play Edric for some reason, don't do it. But if you guys want to want to do that, I am the owner of the Edric Discord. Y'all can ask me questions of why I play these cards. Why should I play Edric? I'll tell you, don't play these cards and don't play Edric. But yeah, I'm in the Edric Discord. You can just probably Google that where the Edric Discord's at. And then I am in most game playing servers, most Magic servers where you can play CDH at. You can at me, ask me questions. And you can find me on Twitter. X.com, LJ, Vanguard of Trest. Yeah, ask me questions.
And obviously, we are Weiss and Ashani. You can find us on X.com at our own handles. Jamaican Dude for Ashani and Weiss Games for me. And then same thing where me and Ashani are in a lot of gameplay CDH discords. I'm in a little bit more deck discords than Ashani is, but if you want some mentorship and some coaching, just look up Jamaican Dude and he'll help you out.
All right. Until next time. Later.